Previously on Behind the Shield.
We have to approach a win and a loss in the same way. We have to be able to say, okay, what did we do well? What can we do better? Whether we won or whether we lost.
As the years go by, you start your chances to play and to perform sort of decrease in number, obviously. And so for me and for the other seniors, I think it's just hard sort of missing one of those opportunities.
So you reflect on the game and individually you think about it. And then you can take that into the next practice. And then hopefully as we go on throughout the week before the next game, okay, you're ready to take on the next game.
For our team in particular, it's really important that every day we come in and are very competitive with one another, but also have a very positive environment as well. I think there's a really good combination of the two of them. And I think that with that competitiveness, that just becomes contagious and we're able to win more games and it translates on the field and off the field.
I think the group of young females that we have are awesome. They're an amazing group of young women who I think have a really good head on their shoulders, but they are absolutely competitors, right? It's like in their nature. They wouldn't be here at Holy Cross if they weren't competitive in life in general and if they didn't want to be the best.
We work really hard during practices and fitness and drills, and it's just nice to kind of get the result that we want, and it kind of like shows all of our hard work.
Our focus has really been from the minute we wake up on game day, in the locker room, before the locker room, while you're getting treatment, to just really be focused but also be funny. We have dances that we all put together. There's like 7 or 8 of us that do our own dance in the locker room before games, and we make sure to do it each game, each day. And so I think our biggest thing is just making sure that we go through that routine every day and we don't take any opportunity for granted, and when we get to the field hockey field or into the locker room, we're focused and we're there. We're not thinking about something else.
We want to create a championship culture. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't even happen over a couple of years. It takes a little bit of time, but if we can just tick away at it little bit by little bit, everyone does their part. We talk a lot about if everybody gets this much better, all 26 of us do this much better, do this much faster, then it equals this much.
I think our team this year is very mentally tough. I think if we do get down in games, we're able to respond very quickly.
Normally all the games that we've won, like the bench has been like high intensity, just as intense as the field players have been. So it's kind of just like a whole energy.
A lot of the things we do in practice is pretty repetitive. So like as a team, we kind of have that muscle memory. And with whatever we're doing with like our flow drills and just like our fundamentals, and it's really helping our game.
Our 3 values as a team are to have a resilient work ethic, to be passionate about the sport, the team, the program, and have a positive mindset. So that's what we value. And if your actions, if your words can speak and live up to those 3 values, then we're doing what we should be doing.
Consistently, we probably need to have the same amount of intensity, whether it's game to game or like half to half. Some games we have been coming out really intense the first half and then kind of falling flat the second half. So that's something we're trying to focus on, like having just like a full 70 minutes of just high intensity.
Coach Jackson does a really good job of just getting us to stay in the moment and focus on that day, but she also does a really good job of once that game is over with, we put it behind us. We will talk about it, we'll watch film, but we don't harp on it, we don't spend hours getting yelled at about our losses or the mistakes that we made. And so it makes it a lot easier for us to kind of put a bad game in the past, not harp on it, just make sure that we're moving on from it. And she gets us ready, gets us in the zone for that next game.
Overall in our season and our record, we want to be successful. We want to be over 500. That's one of our season goals. We also want to make it to Patriot League weekend. That's one of our goals. So every time we're getting ready to play Patriot League, we always say, okay, we know we need to be consistent and these are the things that we're going to do as we move forward into this game, but also remember it's Patriot League. So we have to if we want to be playing in November, this matters more than any of the other ones. So let's really get focused.
Our ultimate goal is to make it to Patriot League weekend and compete there. So I think by obviously winning the Patriot League games, we can make that happen.
We're heading in the right direction with all the things that we're doing and all the preparations. And just all our hard work, I think, is going to pay off.
At our core, everyone wants the team to do best. And so I think that that's what makes us so unstoppable is no one's out there for themselves. We're all out there for each other.
Anything is possible. That's what I always tell them. If every single one of you is at your best, and not just for yourself, but for your teammates, then we are an unstoppable group of people.